What's happening? Shed podcast that covers everything from music, sports, religion, politics, the happy slapping. Myself, Dixie, Daniel, Fred's on holiday. I don't know who the fuck goes on holiday in January. And we got LUNAR. What's happening, brother?
Yes, all good.
This one's sick because this come about a bit natural, innit? I see you posted one of our shit. I asked you. I think Skinny Man's episode.
Yeah.
And I asked for a LUNAR episode, and we're doing it now. I don't want to do the cheesy thing. I already told you we don't do cheesy up here, yeah? So I'm just going to go straight away. I want to know about Bradford because everyone that I see coming from Bradford, yeah, is not the same, but there's like you, the flyer tippers, like your lot, obviously Bad Boy Chiller Crew. Yeah. There's a couple people in there.
Yeah, man.
S-Dog, the people that are seeing that, yeah? And everyone seems to like not take themselves as serious. Everyone has that attitude about
you wouldn't survive in Bradford if you took yourself too seriously, I don't think.
But I feel like you all try and say it's a shithole at the same time as well.
Everybody accepts that it's a shithole, but it's our shithole in it. So like, you can't really. I can't really imagine living anywhere else. Like, it's not the worst place in. Like, there's a lot worse places you could live in terms of people. Like, there's a lot of good things going on in Bradford, but then again, there's fuck all nightlife or anything that you'd usually go to. It's like we go to Manchester or Leeds if we go out and stuff. So in terms of things like that, it's a bit of a shithole. But it's also like it's a bit like it's like a multicultural place full of racism. it's like lots
when
of...
he said multicultural, I was about to say then he said full of racism.
No. It's not like it's like the people. It's very multicultural and there's a lot of. It's not all racist, but there's parts that it's not all multicultural. To get me like.
What are you saying? There's still parts of Bradford that are about 50 years behind the rest of it.
Yeah, a lot of heroin, a lot of curry, good curry, prostitution.
Listen,
there's a lot of good reasons to come here.
We were saying that down there.
Sounds like I said I feel like where we're filming now. I said I think we've got a gap in the red light district. I'll be honest with you, bro. Yeah, man. But what? So
the whole city's the red light district. If you live in town, you're probably selling your bits.
Right, I'm gonna get them numbers off you after anyway.
Yeah, I live in town.
So would you say would you say that your perception of cause I feel like there's all the names I named, there's two sides of it kind of. You guys are like the UK hip hop and you was into all that scene and then you've got them boys.
Mate, I grew up with Gareth from Bad Boy Chiller Crew.
Shit.
I lived next door, but one to him growing up we were mates. So like it's really weird because he always said about me that I was gonna do big things, and I always said the same thing about him because he's just a funny bastard. But yeah, he's exactly who you see on the camera in real life, and he always has been since he was fucking this big.
But that's why I fuck with it. Like the whole of it. What you do and what they do, what the whole of Bradford is that it's undeniably Bradford. See in London, if the Migos start, I don't know, farting in jars and sniffing it. Kids in London will start farting in jars and sniffing it. We don't have that. We have in London.
Now, I've noticed that about London, man. But it's mad because London will pick up American slang and just adopt it. Yeah. But then you see up north, we do the same to you, but like 5 months late. Like people start saying words that you guys have been saying for time and like.
Oh, you down there saying chung and peng and all that.
Exactly. Like there's certain places in. Up north where they'll still be saying those words. Like,
see, I just liked it because it was undeniably where you're from, up north.
Nah, definitely, yeah. Bradford is very much like that, like unapologetically Bradford.
Only thing I don't like is, do you have gravy with your pie?
Nah.
Good man.
Oh wait, gravy with a pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What, you just do peas?
No, peas? What do we have? Pie and mash shops, innit?
Oh, pie and mash, course.
Yeah. No one took you to one of them.
Oh, do you know what? Never.
No, that's mad.
I'll do that next time I'm down south, man. Yeah, that's not a thing.
You had to come to our manor for that as well, bro. East London. You can't go South London and get pie and mash. That's just like crazy mental shit.
Really?
Bro. So, see you saying about Gaza in BBC crew and that. Was there anyone before you that we might have known of?
That you might have known of?
That wasn't, because you might be the first name that. So I didn't even know about Don't Flop and all that before you. Nicky was going to come here. He got COVID before we fucking come here. He's the one who kind of showed us this. Before that, no one gave a, not rude, disrespectful to anyone else. Then we discovered other names.
Yeah. Well, man, like Don't Flop grew at that time. obviously can't take credit for it all because there were a few people popping off, but like I definitely grew while I was there, and I had a lot to do with the views going up and stuff. Just because when I first got there, not to suck myself off, but like a lot of the videos were getting like fucking 2,000 views ish.
So I've got fucking big expectations for the views on this then, bro. Otherwise I'll be phoning you up.
Nah, I'm past it. I'm fat and old and hairy now, bro. Like them days are gone. My views were deep. It just caught on, bro. Like for some reason I did it at the right time and it caught on. But it had a snowball effect with the whole channel. So then by the time I was like doing my last couple of battles, every video on the channel was getting 10k views like fast. It's just like nothing crazy, but it just changed.
On though, like how the internet works. It's just mad because you can't. It's not predictable.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
So like music wise, was there anyone else first?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, there's people like Dr. Crobe, Fred Not. I'm trying to think so I don't leave anyone out. But there's other names like people who've been doing it, who are younger than me, but have been doing it possibly longer than me. Been around like Blazer. I said that like I had another name to follow up with. Yeah, man, shouts to Blazer. There are other people, man. I wasn't really too tapped into the grime scene back then and stuff like that.
Was the grime going off here the way it was going off?
Yeah, grime was going off, definitely, man. Grime was going off. But like I was saying earlier, it's a lot of bassline around here. So the
worst type of grime.
Mate, this is the thing, like most of the grime MCs around here was spitting on bassline and shit. So it was, I mean, not all of them, but like, definitely grime was a big thing. Definitely.
What came first for you, the music or the battling?
Music, man. I did battling just to promote my music.
Oh, fucking hell.
I was only going to do one, honestly, like, it sounds like some weird fucking 8 Mile-esque story I've made up in my head, but I just watched a video of Biggie battling on the street corner one day, and I was like, yo, if Biggie has a video of him killing someone, I need that. Like, because I always thought, like, you don't want to get typecast as a fucking battle rapper or get too, because you can't.
Because it's hard, but it's hard to get rid of after. Because if the music was the first one, it's hard to get rid of the name. The way
it's
that you
so
grew
hard,
up
bro.
on it,
I'm still.
That's why 10 years later we're talking to you about battle rap.
Exactly. That's why this. Yeah, but I've got. Do you know what? There was a time when I first stopped doing battles when I was annoyed at that, and I didn't like the fact that every time I'm going on Radio 1 and doing fire in the booths and doing like getting my song on
What
there,
do you think no one
and everyone's just still talking about battle rap.
Yeah, because
at first it pissed me off, but now I'm like, do you know what? That's what got me to do them things. And no matter what it is that I do, if someone's a fan of it, I appreciate that, bro. Like they're part of the reason that I hadn't had to do a proper job for the last fucking.
That's mad. So what got you into that? Where did your music career start?
I've always been into hip hop. My dad used to listen to hip hop a lot when I was a kid, so I can never remember not wanting to be a rapper. Like I genuinely used to dream about getting up and rapping in assembly in first school.
You dreamed about rapping in assembly,
bro? I had this dream, like a reoccurring dream. Yeah, it was like a terrifying thing that I would never dare do. But I dreamt of that, like in the same way I dreamt about being a fucking superhero, bro. It seemed unattainable, like completely. I'm a white guy from Bradford.
Do you think that's because of being from Bradford as well?
Nah, of course, that. Yeah, nobody like, bro. I used to walk around with a fucking fitted New Era cap on, and people used to ask me why I hadn't bent the brim and shit. Like, people, I'm obsessed with like.
We just went to the Sainsbury's, and I can see people saying that.
Like people, it's not. It was unheard of to want to be a rapper then, like, and then I used to go to this youth club, and when I was like, I must have been like 9 years old. Me and my two brothers and one of my friends, they had a recording studio there. We used to just sit in there sometimes, and it'd just be all local MCs recording grime songs, whatever. One day we just said, fuck it, we'll do this song. Made like some little weird rap song. Never tried again. It was just like a joke thing we had.
Did you ever try to do the bassline grime thing?
Yeah, so right,
yeah.
So fast forward,
you've done it.
Not baseline.
Don't worry, I tried to be a DJ. That was horrendous as well. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, not baseline. But fast forward, I got kicked out of school when I was like 15 before my GCSEs. I've had to go to the same place where I used to go as a youth club, but now they've got like a scheme for kids who've been kicked out of school.
We call it PRU.
Pupil Referral Unit.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple of them. So I've ended up at this this sort of scheme where if we work and we're all good and we don't fight or we don't do any craziness or spark up a joint in the classroom, because it's them like it's not like school, bro.
it's not normal.
Fucking mental, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
these kids will just do some madness in front of the teacher and then fight the teacher. No one cares. It's mad. So that was our only treat, bro. We get to go in a recording studio if you're good. So I was like, fuck, I need to figure something out to do in a recording studio. Get in there and there's a dude called Tom Zanetti from Leeds. You know
Oh,
Tom
he's
Zanetti?
big though, no?
Yeah, he's like a big bassline. He's like
Is he like a producer as well? I've heard that.
Nah, bro, he's massive. He's been on like fucking dating shit. He's a big
I
celebrity.
don't
now,
lie
bro.
to you, Luna. I've got to keep it 100 though. I've heard he's fire in the booth, and oh my fucking god. You know, I know you're not gonna be able to say anything, but
Tom
Jesus,
Zanetti's a G,
holy moly! Bro. I bet he is in what he does and that. But what? So what is he? He's a
That's what it
producer.
is. And he didn't. If he did, for me, he did something like that. Because I know the video that you're talking about, the fire in the booth. And it's about. I can't actually remember exactly what it's about, but it's something personal and it was quite a deep one.
Okay, so he took
if
that
he'd have come there
opportunity.
and just done some live
Yeah,
bassline thing, but obviously, and he could go back and do that, do you know what I mean? And it would go off because he has a massive fan base.
So what he done is he took the opportunity. He said, "I'm going to try this out." While I got the masses watching.
Exactly, man, and try to do something a
I
bit
feel
more meaningful. So I can't really fault him for that. But Tom Zanetti, what the fuck was my point? Yeah, there was a kid in there and he's just doing like Tom Zanetti bars and passing them off as his own, and a few people who kind of MC'd, and then I done it, jumped on like this little posse cut. And it was all like, nah, that ain't the first thing you've ever written. You didn't write that. Like they were saying I was doing what. So then I was like, I might be okay at this, innit? And literally from that point, just all I've wanted to do.
So is he familiar, Tom Zanetti?
He's from Leeds, which is fucking half an hour away, innit?
So how did you evolve? So you got you start making music. You're making your own music, and what you were struggling to get it heard.
Yeah, man.
So you said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go."
I always like when did I first see battle rap, man? It might have even been. Nah, I think it's either that faked it or faking it. That program that was on TV. Is it Channel 4?
You know.
Faking it. It might have been that, you know. If it weren't that, whatever came first, that or 8 Mile was my. I can't remember, but I feel like when 8 Mile came out, I already knew what battle rap was. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because we're from London, yeah, and the only battle rap I remember being was clashes.
Yeah,
Whether it was on the back of the bus or something, and it was the skeezers mentally screaming at each other to suck their mums.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I got put on to Don't Flop, and I was like, oh, this is not what I perceive as battling.
what?
You know what I mean?
I remember discovering Jump Off.
Yeah, he
Off
spoke
Battle
about
League.
Jump Off earlier.
On YouTube in like 2006
Was it Stigger the Dump?
times.
Was it
Stigger the Dump? Yeah, he did the battle with Asher D in it.
Yeah.
Legendary. So yeah, that shit I was obsessed with. A couple other dudes in America like Thesaurus and Immaculate who were crazy. That kind of like, bro, I was obsessed with that shit. I just used to come home every night and just watch that shit. And then eventually it just got to the point where that became part of my style, bro. Like that's just how I rap now. Like I've got like punchlines and stuff. So all my friends just used to say, bro, if you ever do Don't Flop, like by now we're watching Don't Flop and there's O'Shea killing it. A few other MCs who were sick, but it weren't quite popping off. But it was sick, bro. It was sick before I got there. Like it was so sick. So I fucking just after a while I just listened to my boys who were just amping me up to do it, and I did it, bro. Like fucking, I actually went there one time and tried to do a battle, and my opponent didn't turn up.
So you didn't do no lower ones.
One in Bradford, yeah.
What, just on that outside
Bro,
Tesco or
we're
something?
not gonna promote that on this podcast. The video's out there if you can find it, but
I'll swear that I'll be finding it.
I'll show you guys it, but I am promoting the name of it.
Put the clip in. Don't worry about that. So you only done apart from Don't Flop, which was
one, and it was
the
in
platform.
Bradford, like against another MC, and we set it up ourselves. Basically, bro, when I was like,
You know, he goes to pubs right now and tells people, you know, I clashed with him.
That's his first.
He
That's
tells
his drunk
He
highlight
sells
story,
birds and
innit?
that. So you evolved from there, and then how do you make that contact to get hold of Don't Flop? And
I think I used that. I think I knew what I was doing, like in having a video, because I just set one up myself and thought, you know what, this is gonna be what I send to them. So I sent them that and was like, let me do a battle. Like I say, I went and did one. I went to do one and my opponent didn't show up. And then I went and did my first battle, which was against Bloodstraw, and it just fucking went off, bro.
oh, what's that one? I watched that one the other night.
Yeah, man.
So you remember? How do you prepare for a battle?
Are And also, do you freestyle it?
Nah,
it's
none
all
of that
pre-
shit's
it's all
freestyle.
pre-written, like.
Don't these leagues, bro. It got to the point where, because I used to do a bit of freestyle battling before I ever went to these leagues, and it's just too temperamental. Like in terms of putting a fucking event on, or having a YouTube channel that people are like, you can't charge people for this, because if someone's having an off day, it just got to the point where that, and the fact that most people were cheating and writing anyway, people was like, well, you know what, fuck it, we'll all write. And then it's everyone doing their
that makes sense.
best, like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's more reliable in terms of putting events on and shit. Like, it just makes sense. Like, it's a product that's...
Some of the crowds I couldn't believe. Like when
Bro, we
in the
sold out
later
Ministry of
stages,
Sound, man. Fucking, we done...
Nice.
What, in London?
Yeah, my last battle.
What one was that? What was the last one?
O'Shea. Yeah, man, fucking sick event.
So how do you prepare for one? Do you make do you make it your life? This whoever it is your life,
bro.
for fucking 6 weeks.
That's what it is, and it's sad to say, bro.
You
but
guys,
that's
on
what it
Facebooks
becomes,
and all that.
Not so much that. Do you know why I don't do that? Because I want what I say to make sense to anyone who hears it. Like,
Okay.
I don't want you to have needed to look on that guy's
okay,
Facebook.
that makes
So I can't
sense.
be saying, that picture where you were wearing that fucking pink Alessi thong. You know what I mean? No one knows what that's just.
And then they're
like,
gonna be like, how'd you know about that phone?
Exactly. So like, I try and keep it so like everyone in the room can look at the guy and.
I see, make it very visual.
Yeah, like visual and whatever he sounds like, and then I'll pick a few things out. But if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna make sure you know that's like in the setup. You're gonna know that I ain't just made this weird thing up in my head, like. So yeah, bro, like for that, like mate, you get fuck loads of time as well, mate. My problem was I smoke a lot of weed and I got the worst memory ever. So my whole prep time was learning my fucking bars, bro.
You ever done that?
So I had to write it fast, mate. So it used to piss me off because I'm like, yo, I don't really even need this prep time, but I need to learn this shit. Like so much, I have to be
So you're
so
saying you got a
sure.
bad memory as well? Because I always think about the memory thing. Have you ever had someone giving it to you and you're thinking, I can't remember my shit?
Mate, my last battle, bro.
I can't remember
Yo,
my
it's deep.
shit.
It's deep though, because my last battle, I got paid, and I never did before. I was gonna say I got paid more, but I got the first time I ever got paid.
You've only ever been paid for one battle.
Yeah, I don't want this to turn into a fuck don't flop slagging off thing, because there's a lot of politics going on in the battle scene, and me personally, I never actually did it expecting any money. I did it for the promo anyway, and me and her are cool, and yeah, so I'm sure there's other people you can interview who know a lot more about that.
All it is.
I don't know the ins and outs.
All it is, people that are not from the scene, that it's just like a question, not your financial thing or anything, but like, right, does man get paid for this and are they getting paid for everything?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man, like it is what it, I'm not going to lie, I've sold out events and not got a penny. I got a fucking soggy snapback and a t-shirt, which is bullshit, but yeah, so what was I talking about?
We'll go back to preparing, but we're talking about don't flop.
Preparing, yeah. So I don't remember where I got to, but yeah, my main thing was like
Remembering.
Yeah, my memory was terrible, so I had to write it pretty fast, and yeah, you asked me about so my last battle with O'Shea, I got paid like a decent amount of money. There was a clause in the contract that if I choke for 10 seconds, I lose. I think it was $2,500 or $2,000. So,
What clause is that?
bro, do you know what? I'd never choked in a battle, so I read it and I was like, oh, if I choke,
That's gonna
then
happen now.
and then I've signed it, and then I've gone away, and like, bro, it's got to be like 2 days before the battle, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? If
Did I just sign? Yeah.
yeah, like what the fuck is that? Like, so I'm stood on stage.
But what's
It's
the
got
point?
to
What is like don't flops? What's the point behind asking you not to do that? Chucking that in. What was the purpose of chucking in that?
I think
clause?
I don't know. They because I think they were paying a lot of money. They didn't want to like if I choked and it was a letdown.
And
it didn't get the hype.
It's a business thing.
And it's an investment that's not come to fruition, and then it's paused for them. I still don't think it's a good idea, but anyway,
That's crazy.
So I'm stood on stage. It's got to my second round. My second round's gone. It's not coming to me at all. Not a single word, bro. Like I couldn't remember any of it. So I'm like, fuck. Right, do my third verse. Hope that I remember my second one for the third round.
Oh fucking hell!
So, bro, my fucking mate.
My brain would have been frazzled.
Yo, I was shitting myself. You can see me on the thing. Honestly, I did the worst thing you can do with the battle rappers in the battle as well. I was like, I called one of my boys down from the other side of the room, and I'm like, bro, come. You can see it on the camera. said, bro, do you remember any of my fucking second verse?
No.
He's like, nah. I was like, all right. So I've done that in front of everyone and he didn't know none of it anyway. So I'm like, fuck, full panic mode. Like, then boom, one bar just came into my head. And luckily, it was only 6 bars into my verse. And my verses were like 3 minutes long, bro. Like, I had long as fuck verses.
That's what I was going to ask. Well, the whole time thing.
It used to be 90 seconds.
So it's not an amount of bars, it's what you do within that time. How the fuck are you keeping track of... When you're writing the bars, are you thinking, is this...
Mad, because you have to think about crowd reaction and shit too. Like, you have to... It's crazy, bro. Like, when you used to have... Bro, 90 seconds, a minute and a half is not a long time when you're getting big crowd reactions. It's fucking...
I suppose it's one of them as well, isn't it? Like, with the crowds, so I suppose Lord of the Mics is in his dungeon, in his fucking basement.
Yeah.
Crowds and that, I bet. And I suppose the one you're saying with the closing and that, at this point, everyone's looking at you like... Did you feel like you ever lost any? Did you actually on paper? Is there any that you thought this is going the wrong way?
That moment, and then I brought it back, and I still.
Is that the only one?
I still feel like I won that.
Is that the only one you ever like thought midway? This is going left for me here.
No, there's only been one point in a battle where it's actually pissed me off, and that was when Mickey Worthless started some weird rumor that I was buying views or some shit. And he like broke it down in like this website that he'd heard of.
You know them.
And I was stood there. And the only reason that pissed me off
was a Jap side guy, wasn't he?
No. He's not from. He's from your end. He's from Croydon. He's from Croydon.
Oh, that's not London. You got to get a plane to get there, right? There's not a fucking Croydon.
Yeah. So and the only thing that pissed me off about that was because I was getting a lot more views than everyone else. And as soon as he said it, I was like, everyone's gonna believe that, bro. Yeah. And it just pissed me off, mate. And I was like, you're a scumbag for that. But that's battling. What I learned from that is, you really are letting someone say whatever the fuck they want, and they can twist any narrative, they'll make up any lie, and that's what you're putting yourself up for when you do a battle. You know what I mean?
Did you feel like you had to, when that comment was out, you feel like you had to prove yourself a bit more to see? Because you're not buying the views, like, but...
Nah, because I didn't really explain anything, because there's nothing to explain, bro. Like, it's not even my channel. Is that even possible? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I think everybody realised it, but I just, at the time, during the battle, I convinced myself, like, fuck, everyone's gonna believe this lie, bro. Like, so that's the only time I've actually been, like, offended in a battle, I think. Oh, and when O'Shea said that something about me saying, fuck don't flop, or that it was gay or something, and I genuinely don't have any recollection of saying that, but like, yeah, that piece, I have a lot cried during the battle about that as well.
So is there anything that's off limits? Do you ever have a thing where you say to each other that we're not going to say this way?
Mate, do you know what? For me, there's definitely no rules. That's the beauty of battle rap, but I think one thing as a battle rapper that you have to learn, just as a fucking man as well, or as a fucking human being, you control what comes out of your mouth, innit? So if you say some wild shit, you can't be like, it's battle rap, so da-da-da.
That was the whole point of it.
It kind of is, but at the same time, like, bro, if I just because I'm in a battle rap with you, if you're the type of guy who'll knock me out if I said something about your kids,
there's still consequences.
You might still do that after the battle, bro. So like,
have you had that? Have you had a conversation with the person you're battling, like, yo, this is off limits, but you've said something else along certain lines?
Never. The only conversation.
Nah,
never, bro. Because I've never had it. I always knew that's what you're signing up for, man. Like, you have to learn that early. So it is what it is. But the only conversation I've ever had like that was when I battled Philly Swain and Young Zim, who were both from Philly.
Oh yeah.
And there was just mad mum jokes against Young Zim when his brother was there, bro. So he's just watched the whole battle of me talking about his mum, and he come up to us afterwards and was like, "Oh, you're brave," and I was like, "Bro, you're brave. We're in Leeds."
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask as well. Like, see the old battle rapping thing. He always talks about. He's old, yeah. He always talks about elements of hip hop, battling, break dancing. This, that, and see when it comes to American side, I think it's so fucking cheesy.
Nah, I couldn't give a fuck about no elements of. I don't give a fuck about
But
beatboxing.
what I was getting to is he fucking thinks like they are sacred vows that everyone should abide by and all that shit. Yeah, I say this is shit. Yeah, he's all about cool Herc, and I said I don't care. That sounds shit.
Mate, I love it because it's where it comes from, innit? But like, I think you're mental if you expect the kids of today to give a fuck about that.
To start body,
Or to follow it, like, bro, these drill rappers don't give a fuck about cool.
You telling me this man was not a body popper? That's what we're saying. This man was a body popper, bro. But this is what I was getting to. What do you think about the American? I like Don't Flop. I was a fan of Don't Flop. But growing up all the time, everyone who I knew used to watch Don't Flop and that. It was entertaining. But I can't stand American battle rappers. I know you might have to stay in the middle of that, yeah? Because I feel like they come in with it, I take this 9 and blow your fucking head off, and you're like, but you're a nonce. And I'm like, for me, I'm like, you can't win against someone like that. It's like
that used to be the clash of styles, though. There were a point where it was like, these US guys can't win against us because of that. But it's kind of different now, bro. Like, that era of battle rap is not what's prominent now in the UK. The people who are doing it now, their styles are very much like the URL guys and it's mixed now. There used to be a time where it was mostly comedy, bro. Like, very comedy based.
I think that's why it won everyone over here. It's like,
that is very British to like.
Yeah,
like you say, you just call it, like, say, replying you are a nonce to something like mad technical and stuff.
It's like when someone leaves their Facebook on and all you write is I'm gay. Yeah. Everyone's like, it wasn't a good hat, but it's a classic.
We love stupid shit, bro. Like, they like mad, and there's a lot. I'm not gonna say they don't. We've always had good rappers in battle rap over here. You can't just be shit and doing comedy and fucking just be like, it's not gonna fly. You have to be like Shuffle T is amazing at rhyming and he's funny as fuck. You can't just be one or the other. Like, my jokes were better written than their bars that were against the people who I won against. That's why I won. Like, you have to have both. Like, you have to.
Do you? Because we do the podcast, yeah. We always get, when we go to the pub and that, people thinking that podcasting is easy. I could do that. It's a conversation, Do you ever get anyone like that downplays what you do?
Kind
of like, you're just taking a piss out of each other
I think there is a thing about, like, with being a rapper, like, a little bit, where people just probably think you're a bit of a dickhead, joker, attention seeker, maybe.
I think anyone who's on the internet is a little bit of a fucking...
Well, definitely, to a degree, but like, I think, and I don't think that's right, obviously, but sometimes a little bit, yeah.
Do you ever get lunatics come up to you in the street and try and battle you in the street and shit?
Nah, I've had it at shows.
Oh, what? Some coming in?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I did it, I supported Hops In.
Oh, sick. Yeah,
somewhere. And I walked up to the crowd who were waiting for him outside the show. Like, mostly his fans who were waiting to like meet him and shit after the show, and someone shouted LUNAR, so I walked over to take a photo with him, and then this guy was like, "Yo, let me battle you." I was like, "Bro," like sweating off stage, you know what I mean, like trying to fucking chill, and he's like, "Fucking,"
I bet
just started rapping at me, so I killed him in like 2 bars. I think it's on YouTube somewhere.
So
that's mad.
Did you ever get offers to go to abroad and battle?
Yeah, man, quite a few.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Did you ever go?
Nah, I never did it, bro.
Why?
I think by the time I was getting asked, I wasn't really on battling. And
so, what swayed you? Like, because obviously you're not the average. Like, you never lost, and you were sick at what you do. So, what swayed you to kind of come off of battling?
I only did it to promote my music. I literally only wanted to do it to promote my music. The only reason I did like 6 or 7 is, I did 6 initially and then did a return one. Just because there was demand there that was at first bigger than the demand for my music, so I just kept it building. But there came a point where I'm like, I can either get caught up being a battle rapper and stay here till I do lose, which was definitely gonna happen. I'm not fucking the John Jones of battle rap, bro. Like, I was gonna lose at some point.
That's
you get me?
It's like a gift and a curse, that position, innit? It's like I'm up there, but also all I can do is come down, really, innit?
Yeah, and the thing is, you have to decide what's more important to you, and you've got to cut your losses at one point. I'm not gonna do that because I can't stay there till it dries up and then go, use my hype for music because it's not there anymore.
But didn't you feel so? Obviously, you're doing it for the hype and the promotion, but the last one you said you got paid from. Didn't the pay be like, do you know what?
Incentive.
If I can keep doing this, I can still be paid for this. Like,
Yeah,
why would I
the
stop
money
if I-
goes down when you do it often. Like you keep your stock high by not doing it so often, bro. Like I'm not gonna get that and like I say, bro, one day I'm gonna go there. I might have an off day, bro, and fucking battle rap's brutal, mate. Like people want me to lose. Do you get me? And then
The
there's
fans
not
are
that-
fickle.
And I'm not dumb, bro. I know that the fact I've never lost is a big selling point in battle rap. Like that's gonna. And I'm not in no rush to give that give that up to get me. I don't owe battle rap a loss. I don't owe it to nobody, bro. Like I did that, and I was never one of those people who was like, don't flop all fucking day. I do it for the culture. Fuck that. Go back to my tweets, bro. Ask any of them. I always said I'm doing this for me, and when I get what I want, I'm gone, bro. Like I don't. Yeah, everyone acts like, bro. Some people act like the battle leagues are their fucking crew, bro. Like they're mate.
Saying it's a bit cutthroat.
Yeah, you know when you talk about fucking scene, like people talk about the music scene where people get by stepping on other people and pulling them down, bro. Then what the fuck is battle rap? That's exactly what we're doing to their face on camera. You get me? So the fact anyone made any friends out of that whole thing to me is mental, bro. They were all ops, bro. Like I just went, I didn't want to make friends. Now I've made a couple like P Soldiers, one of my close
He's
mates.
done a lot
now.
of your stuff as well.
Yeah, that's my boy. I'm even cool with people who I fucking had troubles with then now. Like it changes after, but when you're in it, bro, I'm not trying to be your friend. Because if I do have to battle you, that all goes out the window. Do you get me?
Where do these things happen? Because they don't. Oh, obviously you said Ministry of Sand.
Everywhere, man. Sheffield, Manchester, Leeds.
They put in fucking crowds as well,
bro.
bruv.
It was crazy.
The later ones that I watched, I was like, fucking hell. But I think when you watch it on the phone, you don't. And obviously, I would have been a bit younger than that, or a lot younger than I am now. You don't realise, bruv. That's big fucking crowds, big pressure and that.
Shout out to Premier Battles as well, because they're bringing it back, man.
Do you ever have like, what they call it in comedy? They call it hecklers, don't they? I tell you, telling a lot of people to shut up a lot of the time in the crowd. Do you ever had some in the crowd like proper heckling?
Nah, but I used to. It's weird because I never got like a single person, but like you'd get it where sometimes you can't get your next bar out because they're overreacting to what you're saying. Like it gets to a point.
Though.
Nah, it is a good thing, but it got silly. Like, bro, we did a battle. My last battle. This is one of the reasons I didn't want to do no more. It just got dumb. I'm on stage doing the Philly Swain battle, and we got like a bar where, because I'd said to another guy from Philly, where I'm from, Philadelphia is a spreadable cheese. So then when we've done this battle in Leeds, the first bar was welcome to Leeds. And then just the first, and then it would just, we rhymed something with spreadable cheese, welcome to Leeds. And the fucking room just went off in it. So we ran it back, started again. And every time we tried to start the bar again, bro, they just wouldn't let us finish the bar. So I'm literally on stage getting annoyed at my own fans for reacting to my bar. So I'm like, I can't win here, bro. Like, it's weird, mate. Like
it's like you can't win, but you're not going to lose that.
You can't. It's more like you can't lose.
That's mad.
Yeah, you can't lose that. Do you
Yeah,
think?
it's mad because when the majority of the crowd, it got to the point, like even at Ministry, bro, where my fans are being disrespectful to fucking and being like, who the fuck is
you
this?
don't want that,
Because they're not battle rap fans, bro. They're my fans. It's like when it gets silly.
Well,
man.
that would have been me then. I didn't know of or anything. Nick put me onto you, and then after that, I was coming around people's asses and that, and they'll just be watching it, and no one give a shit about anyone. No, not in a rude way. Just from where I was, it was about you. Like,
No, that's It did like I think because like I said, focused on trying to do funny shit, and I actually wanted that where I was like, mate, nobody who grew up on the estate I grew up on watches battle rap. But I want them to watch my shit. Yeah. So they were my target audience, bro. Like, not battle rap.
Oh, I like that.
Dudes,
because we talk about that just in private about the podcast and that, and we say, how can we care what people care about where we're from about podcasts when we have to explain to the mandem what a podcast is?
You think man know what a certain man. But then when they watch it and they realise it's just you doing you and talking like someone from that area, then they'll embrace it, which is exactly what I tried to do, bro. So yeah, and it fucking worked, man. Like I wanted kids to be saying my bars to each other in playgrounds, cussing each other
I'll
out.
be honest.
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
It worked because if I'll show you after as well. When a man say, where are you? You in a pub tonight? I went, no, I'm down here doing this. And man, sending me voice notes talking about balls on family trees and all that, cracking up and that. Yeah. How was they viewed in America? UK battle rappers. Do you feel? How do you think that at that time, that little era? Because there wasn't a don't flop era, weren't there? No disrespect to anyone now.
Nah, there was, yeah.
There was an
like
era
golden
where
era.
it was like everyone was kind of in their own right superstar. Like in that world, how was you viewed over there?
I don't know.
Maybe that's that.
It's a good question, man. Because I used to think this myself. Like when I used to see people like Charlie Clips battling O'Shea and shit.
Because I can
Do
imagine.
you even understand what this guy's saying? Like in his
But
Scouse
I can imagine them like locking into a UK battle raffle.
battle raffle.
That's that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, bat raffle.
And but then all of a sudden it's not some from London, it's your accent. I bet they're thinking, what the fuck?
Nah, exactly. I think there is it because, like we were saying
because they have a perception of what they think we sound like anyway.
Exactly, bro. To them, London is the UK, innit? So like,
For me, that was a long time.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
honest with you.
You hear them calling us Irish and shit, bro. Like they think we're Irish or Scottish or some shit. Like,
Because you're from Bradford, what was your, before you knew London, what was your perspective of London?
adulthood and kidulthood. I just thought.
Oh my god!
I just thought that was what was going on.
Fuck you, no, Clark. See what you done? See what you fucking done, bro? Trevor the gun driller and all that.
I thought I was gonna walk in Burberry and get shanked, and then that was gonna be the end.
So, do you think some of the stuff that you said back in the day you'd get away with now?
No.
It is very near.
I wouldn't even try, bro. Like that era, we were the last, bro. The last of that sort of shot.
So I feel sorry for the battle rappers now. Then, if that's
And comedians and anyone who does anything creative, bro.
Chappelle's coming back to say like,
Chappelle's
fuck
killing
this,
it.
like,
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah,
so fuck this,
some
he
of
can
the
say
stuff
what he wants, bro.
it's like the Eminem thing. Eminem would not fucking get away with what he said back then.
Nah, no way. No way.
Some
But
of the
it
things
got
you said.
silly though. I think, like, I still say things that would probably end some people's career. But people, because it's me, I think some people get away with it when you're unapologetic and you're not, people know where it's coming from and you're not just fucked in your head. Like,
Yeah, it's not coming from a horror, the dark, shitty
nah,
place.
innit? It's
coming
like
from
humour or whatever, or just, you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, but there's certain things I said in battles which I've never said. It's mad, like, I literally...
Let's quote him now.
But it got to the point where, mate, you're in the competition to say the worst things to each other.
Yeah.
You get me? Like,
Yeah,
It is mental when you break it down. That's why I hate the American ones, because it's just like, I'll take this 9 and then I'm like, I don't care, bruv.
How do you feel about it changing like that? Being so sensitive, everyone's so sensitive now.
I don't like it. I love stand-up comedy and fucking like.
Because
My hero's Patrice O'Neill, and I feel like he wouldn't. I can't imagine him being alive and in this day and age, and I think that's
Surviving,
fucked up. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
like,
mad.
like I think he would be, and I think he'd be doing similar to what Chappelle's doing.
Did you ever feel like you had to say something more mental than a last every battle because it was expected?
I think I kind of liked doing that when I was that age, bro.
But
I liked saying
Did
shock
you feel
factor
like
things.
you had to go more shocking than the last battle to make?
I don't know about shocking because I'm not trying to just say the worst, fucking most like grim thing possible. It has to be clever, or that was my focus. It has to be really funny or really
So
clever.
did you ever get that then? Because you were so funny with it, you ever felt people didn't respect as much the wordplay?
100%, mate. I think people are only just like certain people are still only just catching on that, like,
How technical it was. The
yeah, and
science to it.
like I've had to do a lot in music to prove that as well. Like that's been a big thing in my music.
So we'll get into the music now. We'll leave the battle rapping there. With the music, how hard was it? Because you went into battle rapping to promote the music, then all of a sudden it happens the way it happens. How hard was it to try and get people to respect you as an artist now, rather than just lunacy, don't flop?
It's hard, but it's like I say, there's two ways you can look at it. All in all, it was a big benefit to my music career. So even people who don't give a fuck about my music and just like the battles, I'm still appreciative because they might tell someone else about my battles who will like my music. You get me? Like,
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie, when you first done it weren't your first album, what one was it? It would have been the driving license. one, and I would have known about that because it would have been on the Link Up TV app back in the day.
Oh shit!
And I would have heard it there. That was still very battle rappy type music. It was outrageous. My sister is a slag and things like that. There was the evolution from then till now because I showed G the Pink Lagoon album and I think it's sick. I ain't breading or anything. I think it's sick.
Yeah, man.
But I still remember my sister was a slag.
Yeah.
That era.
There was a point where I just wanted to, because obviously at the time I've got most of my fans are battle fans, so I kind of have to give them a bit of that in my music, and I still do to this day. Like I got certain verses where.
So you just cater for them, sort of.
A little bit, but it's not that, bro. It's more that, like, see when I said that when I was doing music before battle rap and everyone was telling me to do battle rap, that's just because my style lends itself to that naturally, bro. Like that, my influence is like I love punchlines and shit.
You remind me of Action Bronson, especially with your pal Minus or my big body bet. Is like that.
Yeah, bro.
It's like man is saying the dopest, wickedest shit that's just random at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's random.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we was laughing about this because the last video I did with Minus
playing you. Yeah.
We were saying it's like the Big Body Bez video, like his latest.
I see. I ain't even watched that one.
Yeah,
I just thought the comparison as well. The way man rapping that. So what's the biggest difference between art? I thought I just asked that artistry then from then till now. What's changed from my sister is a slag to Pink Lagoon?
Do you know what? I'm a lot more comfortable in my style, and I make music in a way where I don't overthink it from anyone else's perspective. I just do what the fuck I just figured that like that's the best you can do, bro. Like what you think is sick in it, and I've always known that. But there's been times when I've just wasn't as sure or like comfortable in what I do, and trying to cover too much ground in one project, and it ending up not being cohesive. Things like that. You get me? Like when you're trying to please everybody on one album and shit, and it ends up just a fucking mishmash.
We were talking about that, making sure that track 2 makes sense with track 3.
That is the hardest thing, bro. Because I've if you listen to like my back catalogue, I got shit that's grime tempo. I never call it grime because I'm not a grime.
He said that. He called it grime.
Yeah, anyone else is welcome to call it grime because the beats are 140 and whatever. Some of the beats are grime beats, but me personally, just to not piss off the grime scene, I don't call any of my music grime because it takes a lot more than just rapping on a 140 beat to be a grime MC. So.
Yeah.
But like, there's fucking trappy beats, there's fucking boom bappy shit, there's fucking mad different styles and shit. And when it comes to tying all that in together for a project, it's a nightmare. So that's one thing I've learned to like try and do things in projects and have a focus on.
How do you know when it's album time, project time? How do you know? Do you get a group, or you get a collective of songs and go, right, I think this works out, or do you go, you get one and go, I'm gonna make this?
You know, like recently, my last ones has just been a lock in with one producer and just make the project, and that's a good easy way of making it cohesive because it's all the same producer and shit. But before then, it was just fucking stacking up tracks till I had enough and then mashing them together.
Trying to make them work.
That's why a lot of them were just mixtapes, you get me?
Bruv, that's what everyone is doing right now.
Yeah. And now that I've just thought I are even looking to make I've got an album coming out that I made in 2020. It's going to come out this year. But other than that, this year I've got an EP with Hashfinger.
He fucks with Hashfinger.
Yeah, man.
I like it as well because he told me that Pink Lagoon, he read someone in there or so saying that it's not sampled.
Yeah, nah, it's all
That's
him
crazy.
playing instruments and shit.
See, I'm a big sample man, bro. I was like, this has got to be sampled.
Nah, he's sick on most instruments. Like, he's a genius. But yeah, that's my method now. Like lock in with one producer, but my album's 2 producers. But yeah, keeping it like not having to mix too many styles together.
When you record, what are you? You go into a studio or you more of a bedroom man?
Studio now. I made my whole album in my yard during lockdown.
You prefer that?
Nah, the room ain't made for that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what we were talking about? Pirate studios. The fact that you can like rent these places out now for so cheap and take your own laptop and just do your own thing like it's there. That's a godsend.
Yeah,
I love that shit. Because we had a studio in centre of Bradford and we don't have it anymore. So after that, I just started recording.
I feel like studios, even the ones that I've been to, sometimes there's just too many people and it just gets silly.
Yeah. It ends up.
It can do, man.
Like if it's you. And
I really invite people to the studio. Though,
are you one of them? Are you on your own?
Nah,
you and the
I
producer?
don't really want I don't want nobody's opinion.
Yeah. See me, I'd be like the Migos. I want all birds in there. I want fucking everything in there, bruv.
Yeah. If you're doing that though, you're doing it to do that, innit?
Yeah, yeah. If the birds are doing lean, I'll just do anything the birds are doing and that. Just shit like that. You're not a big man of features, are you? Very specific, innit?
Yeah, I'm a bit picky, man. I don't put many people on my songs, mate. Like if you look at
if it is, it's the same people, isn't it?
Yeah, like P Soldier, Lefty. Other than that, I'm not like it's gonna be a Cindy's Man now, which is an artist I've started working with like last year. We just ended up pretty much one of my best mates now. It's weird, I only met him like last summer, but yeah, we've got bare tunes together. I've been putting him on every show I've been doing. I feel like could be the next best rapper in the UK, man. I genuinely
big shout. Don't Memphis Bleak him. Bro.
Yeah,
when Jay-Z said that about Memphis Bleak, bruv.
Nah, do you know what? That's why I don't say it. Do you know what? Biggest is up to him, innit? It's up to him to be the biggest or go as far as he wants to go and do the right things. That's a test of who you are as a person, you know what I mean? But as an artist, I already feel like he's my favourite UK rapper right now, do you get me?
He's a favourite rapper that no one's heard of.
Exactly, bro. He's my fucking secret weapon. I fucking...
So you're gonna use it?
Kills every show. I'm keeping him a secret because I don't want him to get bigger than me. Nah, I'm joking. He's gonna. I'm literally.
Listen, don't get it twisted. That's why Fred's not here. I made sure you weren't here.
Nah. Cindy's Man is pretty much. I've done my best, like anything that I can do within. But it's already like gone to a new level. Like anyone who's clocked him has been on it. He's working with the same people I'm working with and shit like. It's sick. So pretty soon I'm going to be supporting him on shows, basically. So it's an investment. He can bring me in when he gets big.
Do you ever feel like now that people look at you as like the I don't want to say homie because that is outrageous, but I don't know how to say it, like the OG of the up north rap thing at the minute, to look up to the people that are coming through?
Do you know what I was thinking? I was like, yo, how much older do I need to be before I'm like OG sort of? But I think I've still got a bit of a way to go, man. I feel like people like that for me are like Chester P, Farmer G, them guys.
Fucking hell. Yeah, but them man are not up north. Chester and that ain't, are they?
Jest
is
but yeah, exactly. Up north, there's not a lot of examples from that era, man.
You think you're gonna start playing that role of I'm gonna start helping?
I definitely do what I can, and like, cause it's not just Cindy as well. Like Cindy's Man has got a bunch of people around him who are sick as fuck, and if I can do anything, I will. But it's not like I'm still trying to find like. I'm doing good in the sense of I've been here for a long time. I'm still getting shows. I'm still being able to put tours on.
I'll be honest, you've been here for a long time, but the music that I'm hearing now is so much.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying to you, bro. I feel like I'm getting better. Like now, like I'm actually proper.
Or finding yourself.
That's it. It's took me a long time, but bro, I embrace that. Like people. There's certain rappers who didn't get big till they was fucking 35, and then they suddenly and you look at their back catalogue and it weren't too, bro. Like Royce the 5'9" for me is the best rapper on earth. And if you go back to his, you don't like Eminem and that in it.
It's not better than Gucci, man.
What's that?
Royce the 5'9".
Royce the 5'9" is a bad man. Technically,
I like Royce.
Like how Royce is rapping right now, I don't feel like there's anyone out rapping him. But if I go back to his back catalogue, even 5 years ago, I don't like none of it, bro. Like some people just you make it fit. You don't like that.
No, I hate Slaughterhouse. I fucking hate.
Slaughterhouse were dog shit. Yo, every rapper in Slaughterhouse was sick. Slaughterhouse was dog shit. I don't know why.
I don't think Joe Budden.
You can't just throw a lot of people together.
I don't think Joe Budden was sick.
I think there's an argument for Joe Budden being a sick rapper. I never listened to I never like being a fan of his music, but he was decent, man, at one point.
It wouldn't be an episode if I didn't slag off Eminem.
Yeah.
What do you like for Eminem?
Mate, I hadn't listened to Eminem for a long time.
10 years. Bro, when was the last time Eminem was good?
Mate, I'd say longer. Like,
so are we saying Eminem shit?
Marshall Mathers LP times, me.
So we saying Eminem shit?
I never say that because I quite like to get signed by him one day.
On Monday?
I'd like to get signed by him one day, man. Nah, I'm joking, but he's shit. Yeah, he's shit. Now he's a mid. Now, do you know what? There's an argument for him being an amazing. And at the time, he was the guy, bro. I was obsessed with Eminem when I was like fucking 11, 12.
You weren't palms of sweaty mom spaghetti eyeliner on and fuck you, mum, and all that.
Nah.
Listen,
You know what? I seen you talking about. Was it Tommy B? Who you
Yeah.
like you were saying, like around them times, you were more listening to like Ludacris and that, and I was as well.
Yeah.
But I also did like Eminem at them times. I thought he was sick.
but you know what it is though.
Everyone likes
for
Eminem.
Eminem. This is what I was saying. No, don't get me wrong. Like,
You're
I
not
also
having
said on that episode with Tommy that when he said he killed his mum and that, I was like 13 going, what? It was sick. But then it's like a football player. If a football player has one good season and the other 10 are shit, what is he? Is he good or shit? He's shit.
I don't know, because then you're talking about people's legacies. Because like people
Footballers can have
be...
one great season and go mental and have a Ronaldo season. But if they do...
Yeah, but Mike Tyson was a shit boxer towards his end of his career. That he's still Mike Tyson. You get me?
Yeah, but I do.
He got battered towards
Do
the
you know
end
what
of his
Eminem
career,
should
bro.
have done? He should have stopped. At a point, he should have stopped. I blame the beard anyway. I've always said that. When he grew the beard, it went wayward. Right? When he grew that, and I don't believe that beard's real anyway.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
he's
it's
done the
real.
Fat Joe thing in it.
Yeah.
Seen the Fat Joe beard, the mascara beard.
I don't think it's
mad.
real. I don't think it's real. Fat Joe ain't even got a beard.
But
He's
even
got,
when he was like
stubble.
young, in his younger days, you never seemed like he had any stubble or nothing.
Nah.
It's like
Sharpie
He
beard,
just
man.
come out.
It's like the
out
thing
of the
with
blue.
it's like the thing with Drake and who was the DJ who put Drake and Kanye West straight in it and said that they had liposuction. He had it as well. What's his name? Funkmaster Flex was it? Had liposuction and said so did Kanye West and so did Drake. First of all, you're a snitch. Secondly, I don't want my rappers doing their eyebrows and having liposuction and that, bruv. I don't want that, bruv.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? That's why I know that Drake.
Yeah, but then like, what do you want them to look like? UK
I don't really
rappers?
care what they-
UK rappers look like they got ringworm, and you can smell. some of them rappers look like you can smell their breath when you're listening to
No,
their
what I
music.
never understood about the drill rappers. The drill rappers' favourite line is, I ain't had a shower for the week, I'm in the trap. Why didn't you shower?
Oh, nah, the drill rappers love telling you what they've shoved up their ass, you know. Some of them are telling you what, some of you are ounces, bro. That's not something to brag about, bro.
Like, I'm telling you.
Yo, you're
I'm
trying
in the trap a week.
Guys stocking up.
Bro, they're doing a mazza.
You know as well, I see this on the free shots as well. They was talking about these drill rappers talking all this shit. So what if you die and they do a post-mortem and then they tell your family that your family didn't know you was trapping. They told your family like, be honest with you, like his rectum cavity was like just crazy. They're gonna be like, not everyone thinks that you was doing madness. So you're saying that though. You're both saying that Eminem said he stuck a gerbil up his ass.
No,
That's mad.
Oh yeah, he's on about that.
Yeah, but he
Richard
did.
Gere
You know,
thing, innit?
you know he didn't do that. Bro.
I
It
say
was
things though. I say
wordplay though,
mad
man.
things
He
just
had
to
the
like.
wordplay with
I'm not
it,
shit like that though. Not a gerbil, like a mouse.
That was a mad track though.
Man said
That was
Clip its nails first as well.
So what? So what do you reckon about that Drake thing then?
What about him?
The condom story. You never heard it. This was the other day.
Oh, what is it about? Something to do with hot sauce?
Yeah,
or
I heard
something?
something about
Yeah,
the whole-
What is- I don't know. I
I
heard
don't know
it.
the whole story.
This generation is finished. Absolutely finished. He said, no, a girl's actually come out and said this and suing him that he rumped her. He went in the bathroom, took the condom and threw it away. She went in there and tried to like pull it up her, take it out and pull it up her, but he'd put hot sauce in it. And
That's
she's
not
suing
true.
him. I'll be honest.
Why
That's
did he
not
put hot
true.
sauce in it?
Do you know why it might be true? To stop her from obviously doing things like that. He must. Imagine,
Why not like spermicide? Why hot sauce? Why did he go hot? Like
And then there's a picture of him and he's actually got hot sauce attached to. He's got one of them. See what he said he has with his.
that is
eyes?
hilarious. What,
He's
like a
actually
little?
got a little satchel attached to his
squeezy
bottom.
bottom.
Yeah,
Bad
yeah.
story.
Yo,
bro.
but you can get shit, bro. Like the spermicide's a thing in it, or is that just in movies?
But what? See me. Birds don't even. If I know a bird, they're like You don't tell no one about this. Yeah, they want to hide me. Imagine being in a world where fucking
People, yeah.
they want to take your nut and try to get pregnant off you on the
That
side.
is-
Imagine
no, I
being
hear
in that world.
Yeah, that's
He
mad.
like has someone at his door when he brings girls to his yard who take their phone off him and shit.
I don't want to be that famous
yeah.
ever.
No.
I do if there's birds coming to my door, but I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
He's famous. It's crazy though, man. He can't go nowhere. You actually can't go.
You must have
nowhere.
had a hot sauce turnout in Bradford when you was at the height of Don't Flop, bruv. 100%, bro. 100%, bro. Right.
That's mad.
We ask everyone all the time, what song you haven't played at your funeral?
I was thinking, mate. Do you know what? I'm a weird guy, bro. I think about death too much. Like,
I don't worry about it.
I don't worry about it, but I think about it like it's a lot. Like, it's weird. I rap about it a lot as well. Like, it's mad. But I do you know what? I genuinely have thought like since I was like 16, I want to make my own funeral song where I just par everybody who's gonna be there.
That sounds like a shout.
Yeah, and just to bring the mood up a bit. Because I feel like, if I pick, why am I gonna pick a song, that's fucking depressing as fuck,
He picked the maddest song where he wants people to cry.
Yeah, this is my thing. Why do you want people? You're not even gonna be
Stand
there.
by me or some shit.
Fuck what song you like, bro. Like you're gonna make everybody cry to this sad song somewhere. And you're not even there, bro. Like that's twisted. Why do people do that?
That's wrong. That's wrong when he puts it like that.
That's very selfish, isn't it?
It's selfish. Like, you lot better cry, and reminisce about my life or to this Adele song, bro. Like listen to this.
You say you think about death a lot.
Yeah, man.
And I've told people in the pub this, and they've looked at me like I'm an absolute lunatic. Do you have a list, whether mentally or physically, of people that are banned from your funeral? I have 5 people on it, and someone is very close to making it 6.
Wow, you take your grudges to the grave, yeah.
100%. 100%. But you know why I have to do it? So this is a small gaff. Bradford is a small gaff. Where we come from is an actual island in London.
Right.
It's like EastEnders.
Okay.
He farts on Tuesday, I'll get a text about it on Wednesday. Type shit, yeah? So I know there's pussy-holes that because there's a turn-up on the manor, and my funeral's going to be a turn-up at a pub, I know there's pussy-holes that will still try to turn up, knowing that like they hate me. So I have to make sure that my brother, him and that have got a list of these people that are banned.
Amazing. Nah, I get that. That makes sense. Do you know what? I don't feel like anyone who I wouldn't want to be there would want to be there either. I can't think of anyone who...
No, I've seen it, Luna.
But I get that thinking.
I've seen people at funerals and I've been like, I've been at my...
Do you know what? I get you as well because I've seen it myself, bro.
I've been
seen
at my
people
brethren's funeral. My brethren was a menace to certain people. And I see certain man there, I'll be like, if my man would have took your weed off you right now, if you see you. Why
and they're crying. Like there was his boy, No, I've seen that.
Because people are sick. They'll come because they think there's a good party going on.
Nah, yeah.
100% they're
people
sick,
love a good wake, man. Sniffed up at your wake. You know what? When you think about that, like people who you weren't cool with getting sniffed up at your wake.
They're taking the piss.
That's taking the piss.
They're taking the piss. Especially if there's money behind the bar as well.
Yeah.
So they're paying for you as well.
Sniff that you're paying for them.
In real life, I would have smashed you in. And now you're at my funeral just doing all types of mad shit. And my mum's a nice woman. She's going to be like, right, son, who are you? How do you know John and all that? You're going to be there telling her how you know me and that, bruv.
Yeah, that's weird.
So you don't have a list?
Fuck.
I don't have a list, bro.
If you did off the top of your head, how many people do you reckon there would roughly be on it?
Well, you 3 for starters. There'd be if I actually had to worry, like if I thought that people who I didn't like were going to turn up, there's a good few. Like
I'm leaving one.
Probably a good 5 or 6 people, like you say, bro. Like
I'm
one of my
them.
exes and like people who've sold me shit weed.
Yeah, because you just don't want... you don't want some mad and bird that you was just knobbing to just like turn up and start crying. And
it's all mad.
She turns up, make sure she don't...
Imagine some fat girl who you shagged drunk crying on your nan's shoulder like she knew you, bro, like it was your wife.
And you know your nan's going to be like, yeah, don't worry about it and all that, man. See, I'm one of them, Luna, as well. There's people and I see you doing things and I think, you're close to being on this list. You're so close to being
you
on
are
this
not
list.
coming to my
You're not going to...
You are not
He's
invited.
ripping up invites.
Especially when a certain man, I'm like, I know I'm not going to live as long as you as well because the way I live my life. So you're not coming, 100%. You're not coming to my funeral, bro.
Fucking vegans, man.
But I went vegan for ages.
You vegan?
I went vegan for about 3 months.
You're good then, man. You live long enough
First
without
2
living.
weeks, the first 2 weeks, I honestly thought I was going to die.
Did you?
All the shit coming out of your body.
Because it's a shock to your system.
Oh my God, do that and work on
feel
a
better
business
now,
site.
though?
No, I'm back eating meat. I just had my...
Oh, right.
Just see me eat a quarter pound of it.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah.
Wow. Well, I got one for you. You meet your 16-year-old self. What do you say to yourself?
I just heard you meet a 16-year-old and like, where's the fuck is this? Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I'd ask for ID and I'd leave. My 16-year-old self, what would I say? Don't sign anything.
Did you sign anything?
Yeah.
What, and it was like not the right thing, or
Nah,
you didn't
it
read the
wasn't the right
contract, or?
My contract was fucking gibberish.
What's this for? A battle?
Yeah, a deal. Yeah. Didn't really go how I wanted it to. I've still never seen a penny. It was all a bit tits up. No good synergy with the people who I was working with. Very much a bad idea. But yeah, other
I
than
know
that,
when it was before it happened, you definitely told everyone, you know, I got this deal and all that.
oh mate, I was posting pictures of fucking when we were signing it, shaking hands. And everything,
You have to do that picture. You have to do the pen and look up.
yeah. The pen on the table with the piece of paper and the shit bottle of champagne. Turned so you can't see the label. Fucking limousine complimentary champagne. But yeah, man. Other than that, bro, like probably smoke a bit less weed. Don't get in a relationship till you're a bit older. Go out and just shag as many groupies as possible while you're young, and then you don't have to feel the need to do it when you're 31.
You can only choose one, yeah? Have anyone you choose to work on your future albums whenever you want, whether it's producing or features or whatever, 10 million in cash or 7.5 bags a week for life?
Whoa, wait, say that again. So
you can have anyone you want to work on your future albums going forward forever, which is producing, features, album work, videography, or 10 million in cash, or the other option is 7.5 a week for life.
I take the 10 million.
But because you're trying to do music, would you not spend it mostly putting it? You quit. You're one of them. You're gonna retire.
Nah, I'm not gonna retire. 100%. I'm just, bro, I got 10 million. Why the fuck do I need to be doing anything in, like, I'm still gonna be able to make music. I'm not gonna buy features with that money, bro. I'm a fuck, like, I'm gonna be a millionaire rapper, bro. You're mad. And I don't know how long I'm gonna live, so I don't want the money every month. I want it now, bro. Do you get me?
I'm a weekly man anyway. 7.5 bags a week. I take 7.5 bags a week.
100%, bro. You see,
I'm a longevity man.
I never get the lump sum.
Tomorrow's not promised, is it, bro?
Yeah, but do you know what? Like,
tomorrow's not promised, but so is the weekend. And do you know what the fuck I would do on the weekend with 10 million pounds? It'd be fucking outrageous, bro. I know where I go. I go Leicester Square Hippodrome, and I just end up gambling like a madman, bro.
When you got 10 mil lump sum, you'd be doing outrageous shit, bro. You're gonna be like, you know what? Let's get that. Let's do this.
Yeah. And then you'd fly through.
Before you know, you're like 7 mil done.
Yeah, you're like my man who won lottery and got a lot of quads. And you remember my man with the big chain?
Michael.
King of the Chavs, they called him.
What was his name?
Michael Carroll.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I think he's a legend, bro. He lives for today, bro. He got his innings, bro. He spent every penny of that bitch, mate. He's not going...
He smoked crack.
Bro, I'd smoke crack if I was a millionaire, mate.
I told these man. I might if I'm a millionaire, bro. Because crackheads, if you wanna, you're talking about.
No one could call you a crackhead when you're a millionaire, bro. That's not what a crackhead is.
And you were talking about you might not live till tomorrow. Crackheads live forever.
Yeah.
You know this is a fact.
Yeah.
The alcoholics don't live as long.
Bro, you're a crackhead.
Live forever.
You're a crackhead with one of those cryogenic chamber things in your house, mate. Fuck that. I'll go in that thing and I'll recover, mate. Sound it. Get back on a different drug I've never done before.
Right. This is a mental one. Then I want to ask you about KSI. Yeah? Would you have sex with a dead person?
Just prepare yourself. Because the KSI question is
coming. You didn't hear the first sentence. He heard the first sentence.
1 second. I'm in the apple juice for this.
5 minutes later.
Would you have sex with a dead person for 5 minutes to have all your clothes?
That's a no already, man.
Listen. You ain't heard the rest of it. This is
there an upside to this? Yeah. I can't see this having a silver lining at all, bro. Like this is a bad start.
Would you have sex with a dead person for 5 minutes to have all your clothes cleaned and ironed for the rest of your life?
Man. I thought, for rest of my life, I was gonna do it for once.
Man. Wait. Say that again.
Would you have sex with a dead person for 5 minutes?
Obviously not. No,
as human beings,
that is the shittest offer ever, bro. Like, I'm gonna wash and iron your coat, not like a life supply of free clothes.
My only worry is I don't think I'm gonna last 5 minutes. Other than that, I might have picked it, bro.
Oh my god, yeah.
Think as a human being, how many days equates the days of your life that you might spend doing your ironing and cleaning your clothes?
You know what?
You know what you could do with that time?
Shag some dead people, bro.
For 5 minutes.
I'm here ironing. I could be at graveyard living my dreams.
That's bad. Everyone's automatic. That's bad that everyone's automatically said no. And I'm there like, I don't know.
He said, you know what? If you he's there getting the calculator. Like, if you break down how long you waste
cool.
washing your clothes.
Alright, cool. So what about if you could pick what dead person it was?
No,
man. Who has a dead person on their bucket list?
That's why they're hypotheticals, isn't it?
It's like, oh mate, if I could get my hands on Whitney Houston now, right now,
I don't go back to a normal
turn her
question
into
after
dust.
that.
Fuck, bro.
5 people to have dinner with, dead or alive.
Alive.
Yeah, after that question.
I'm definitely alive.
Old dirty bastard. I'm trying to think of dead people, but
It says dead or alive.
yeah. Trying to think of someone who was alive.
He said Princess Diana.
Now,
Did I say Princess Diana?
Yeah, you said Princess Diana.
that's his bucket. That's his bucket list. Dead woman.
That's my ironing cleaning gone out the window.
Yo, fucking dead or alive, man.
You're old dirty.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, good shot.
Jimmy Sat. No, I'm joking. Fucking Charles Manson.
Whoa.
And that ain't even a joke.
Mad.
Just think he'd be a right dinner guest. Good guy. Fucking
Jeffrey Epstein.
wow. Jeffrey Dahmer.
He's got Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses on.
Jeffrey Dahmer, you know.
Oh yeah, I couldn't say rap battle now. I can't say Jeffrey Dahmer. He's got his glasses on today. So you got.
I got Old Dirty Bastard, Jimi Hendrix, Charles Manson. Adriana Chechik.
I don't know who that is.
Massive porn star.
Oh, sweet.
Sick porn star. A proper rater, man. I want to collab with her. And someone rich, man. Nah, fuck it. Someone to mix it up like Hitler. Just like, because you want to watch something happen,
but
don't you?
that is all.
Not because I like Hitler.
Your list sounded like a fucking. There's going to be an argument at that table. Charles Manson and Hitler, they're not getting along. 100% not getting along.
I don't know. He's got his logo on his forehead.
I forgot about that, bro. Let's go back to it quickly. You went on tour with a game.
Yeah, man.
What was that like?
It almost feels like that didn't happen because that was right before lockdown, and bro, it was an amazing tour. Like the biggest fucking UK tour I've ever done. It was fucking just everything you'd want out of a tour, bro. It was just wild, the whole from start to finish.
Sorry, you see tours though. How does it work? So
You get on stage and do your fucking songs,
I know you
bro.
get on stage, but like because obviously you're doing it with the same. You're doing it with the same people on stage at every different stage you're going to.
How do you mean people?
Like obviously you're with who is you on tour with? The game.
The game. All right, so acts like me.
Acts. So all the acts are the same on every single tour.
Yeah.
But do you tour around with them, or do
Yeah,
they
man.
go in there separate?
No, bro.
I don't think you understand how a tour works.
No, I don't. I actually don't.
Yeah. No. Do you know what? It's a good question because it probably is different sometimes. But mate, I met the game once on the whole tour. Honestly, the game's brother was doing his merch, and chatted to him every show, bro. Like, fucking knew the lyrics to my songs, fucking rapping them to me when I'm bumping. Like,
What the fuck?
he's there all the time.
If my brother was a millionaire rapper, I'm not doing a stall outside.
Yeah, but it's a worldwide tour and he's give you a job, so do you get me? Like, put
You're
him.
from fucking Compton or something.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So like, but the game, I literally met him once, bro, and I asked him if I could rap to him, and he said, "Oh, do it at the next show in Leeds," because he literally had his fucking eyes closed. There's bare more people trying to meet him, so it was a bad time for him. He was fucking.
You say to him, bro, I'm the geezer who comes on in front of you.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm on the tour. Like, can I rap for you, mate? I had to go in a meeting with the fans, bro. Like, I was like, it was
my
weird.
God, you didn't pay a tenner,
mate,
that's
he's
what
got an entourage, mate. It's not. Mate, it's mad because we was on the tour with Whack 100 as well, and I'm bumping into him all the time, and he's the motherfucker I want to avoid, bro. Like, Whack 100. Do you know Whack 100?
Yeah.
Bro, like, when I knew I was going on that tour, I was like, please let me not have to speak to him at all. Like, we've got in this little room talking to a promoter in one of the venues. I've turned around and he's just stood in the doorway with his hand across it like that. I'm just like,
Did you go on?
good to meet you, bro. Like, proper awkward as fuck. And then, like, there was one show where we just had a fucking room full of porn stars, and then he was really nice to us. Yeah, porn girls in the and he just tried to he just come in and tried to take them in front, and we just let him because we're pussies.
Is it always hard though, opening up for someone and trying to? So every night you've got to win over their audience, didn't you?
Yeah, bro. Do you know how daunting that is? Like when there's 3,000 people looking at you, and there's
and they're not come here for you.
20, 30 people there for me because I didn't really have time to promote because I didn't know I was on it till late. So I've got the odd LUNAR t-shirt here and there. They're dotted about, bro.
Yeah,
it's not even a cluster of them. Do you know what I mean? It's
It's
the odd one.
and they're looking at you like they don't give a fuck, mate.
No way.
But that makes you an amazing performer, bro. Because not that I'm an amazing performer,
Back
but
against
that
the wall every
made
night.
me so much better, bro.
Yeah.
Winning over crowds, bro, is the biggest test you'll ever face, mate. If you haven't got them by 5 songs in, your ass is flapping, mate.
So how many songs would you do opening up? Would you do an album? Would you do? Is it a lot?
On a warm up set, it's bro, you get in 20 to 30 minutes.
Because me and G, we go watch Wu-Tang, and there was a UK rapper, I'm not going to say his name, he come on and got absolutely booed the shit until he walked off.
Mad.
Because it's there's a core audience here and they've come to see
Yeah.
someone as big as Wu-Tang, and he come on and it was shocking.
Well, it's the same as
I'll tell you
Wireless,
it was
bro.
after.
When,
Yeah, you said that.
NSG's reception and Giggs' reception in South London, bro, it was disrespectful.
Really?
Disrespectful.
London's crazy like that though. They're too cool to have fun, man. It's mad.
Yeah.
Up north, bro, they go crazy, mate.
Even
the further you go up north, Scotland, they're pulling you off stage. I've never done a stage dive in my life, mate. I'm not in a rock band in it, but them motherfuckers pulled me off stage and made me crowd surf. Physically pulled me onto the fucking crowd.
Them bouncers in London would shut that down so fucking quick, bro.
Nah, these guys are crazy, mate.
But I think we've done that to ourselves, acting up, and that there was a whole era where London nightclubs was just fucking insane.
Yeah. Wild in a different way, innit? It's just different, bro.
Let's talk about KSI.
Yes.
Obviously, you got a song with KSI.
Yeah, man.
I've only said it because I'm going to put his name in the caption, so people start watching it.
Shameless, bro. Let's do it.
Fucking wild. How's that happen? I know you got a bag for that one.
I got paid for it, man. But obviously, I was about to join the same label that he was on at the time, and I did it through the person who he signed to. KSI just so yeah, man, I got paid for it. It was cool. But yeah, KSI is a proper good guy, to be honest. I did a full tour with him, which was weird as fuck because at that time I think his music's changed a bit now because he's got songs with fucking big eyes.
Earlier, he dropped a song 2 days ago, 3 days ago with fucking Lil Wayne.
Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous. So I think his audience is sort of matured, and he's a bit older now. So
they've grown up. They've grown up with him.
Yeah, of course, bro. But bro, when I was on tour with him, mate, they were kids, mate, and they had their parents in the audience, and I'm playing Shag My Sister, bro. And it's a under fucking 14 event or some shit, bro. And I didn't censor my set at all, bro. I can't censor my set. I've got nothing left to say, bro. My set's fucked. You get me, bro? The parents are looking at each other like, what the fuck's going on, bro? I've come off stage, gone outside, and bunded a joint. Come back in. This little girl's come up to me, goes, "Can I get a photo?" I'm like, all right. Put my arm around her shoulder, she's like, "You smell like drugs." I'm like, bro, I was like, I need to get the fuck home now. This is mad. Shouts to KSI for putting me on the tour. No disrespect to him, he's a G.
Mad.
But that was not the place for me, to get me. At that time, now it'd make a bit more sense, but then it was not. I shouldn't have been there, bro.
Did you did you benefit on getting a whole new audience though? You must have opened you up to people that would have never ever heard of you otherwise though.
Yeah, he will have done. But do you know what, mate? Do you know what I find with that? One thing I learned earlier in my career, sounds well pompous saying that, earlier from doing music, is nobody can really put you on, bro. If I did a more similar style of music to KSI, it would have popped off a lot more. And if I had something to offer the gamer kids but it didn't make sense where it were a load of his fans jumped on me in that way. It didn't really happen.
Yeah.
And I learned that when I did a couple of songs with Labyrinth in it.
What the fuck happened to him?
SBTV. Yeah, but bro,
He fell off when Wiley said he was going to smash the guitar over his head. No one ever seen him since, no? Remember that? Remember Wiley said, "I smashed the guitar over your head."
there was a tweet. Yeah. But he's a massive artist. And then it was arguably bigger.
Was that past that times? Or was it, what was the one?
No, it was a bit after that. What was the one they had? But bro, he was fucking huge. He was still in the charts.
He had his own songs as well,
But I realised then, bro, that just having a bigger artist do something with you does not equate to new fans. It has to be someone where it makes so much sense that you connect with their whole fan base. Like, it's weird, bro. It just doesn't work like that. And I love that. Like, it shouldn't get an easy pass. You know what I mean? Like,
but what's mad is that's how fucking the internet works now. People try to get hold of it.
Yeah.
Like, undoubtedly, there's only people who've never heard of us that are gonna watch our shit when we put Don't Flop and KSI in the title and shit like that. Yeah. There is. It's gonna open up things.
Yeah.
The fact that now people proper, I don't even fuck. We've had we've chilled. We've had a normal, like, it's been sweet. You know what I'm saying? There's people that don't fuck with people. The funeral thing, and they get onto people now just because they think that like their thing is gonna evolve off the back of someone else.
You know what? In the UK, there's a thing where I genuinely feel like we celebrate accolades and success and achievements to such a ridiculous degree that we overlook skill and talent and good art. And I know that's a fucking really like fucking miserable old man way of looking at it.
No,
and I feel like we should celebrate success and people's accolades, and that's amazing. But I think as you, especially in like urban music, we're not used to seeing our rappers with massive chains driving a Rolls Royce. So I get why we lose ourselves over that shit. But when it's like, if you ask a 15-year-old kid why they like whoever the biggest guy is right now, they're gonna tell you because he's doing bits or because he's the guy. And it's not because I feel like his bars are intricate and he speaks to me in a way where I can relate to it. They don't. We've drilled it into these kids that like go support whoever's killing it, bro. That's fucking. Not to be dramatic, but mate, that's the same thinking behind capitalism, bro. Like, don't just support the guy who's at the top, like, blindly, bro. Like, support the fucker who's on your street who might do big things. Like,
and you just
fuck that, fuck the guy who's on your street. Support who's good, who you enjoy. Like that. Yeah. I don't care if you live next door to me or if you fucking. But I feel like that phrase as well, like, cause they're doing bits. I hear it a lot amongst like young. And it's not a reason to like an artist. For me,
we were talking about music earlier as well. We were talking about the music now. I was talking to you about certain albums. And I was like, bruv, there was skits, there was a theme. It was like near enough watching
a movie. For sure, man.
And now it's just like we just chuck it out to you, and it's anything. And that's how everything is just anything now. Like nothing, because they don't follow no one, because nothing's not speaking to them like that no more.
Bro, it's gonna get worse. Like when NFTs and that, bro.
Oh my god,
I've never seen an NFT or anyone like when they're posting an NFT that they bought where it's like that artwork is sick.
I love that.
They just want it because it's expensive, bro. It's mad. Like same that's gonna make everything worse, mate. Trust me.
And you have people trying to keep up with that as well, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can honestly say, like I'll talk about skinny all the time. Cancer State of Mind. I heard that shit. It blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Sitting there in my bedroom, going, "What the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah.
This is me." They ain't got
exactly,
anything.
Bro. That's same with me, bro. Same album, 100%. When I got to that album, because for me, like what I was saying about UK rappers who look like they still wear code jeans and they can't think of anything worse than getting laid. So fucking
you just describe me.
Yeah. Like they look and sound like they stink. So like, but like Skinny Man was the first guy who I heard rap
Resignate.
Where I'm like, yo, this guy's not just a divvy nerd. He's not like trying to be this really deep, conscious fucking.
And he also ain't trying to be Pablo Escobar
exactly,
at the same
bro.
time.
He raps like, bro. When you listen to that album, you're in that pissy flat block fucking
yes,
hallway,
vividly.
bro. You get me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that shit was like that set something off in me where I was like, I need to make music that relates to people who grew up like I grew up.
Yes. Should we do the dilemma?
Do it, man.
Yeah, because your sound is
told LUNAR.
Sort this life out.
We told LUNAR that every now and again, for some reason, people are still sending us their dilemmas. Yeah.
Have you heard it, G?
Just
his reaction. I just thought you heard it, bro.
Right, this is a dilemma. This is from a female.
Okay.
Which I'm shocked that we've got females that watch it, but there we go. Yeah. I was seeing this guy for a bit. He was a DJ for loads of gay bars. I didn't think much of it until he posted a picture.
Oh, this is going.
Yeah, this is that's a reload straight away. This is real as well. I was seeing this guy for a bit. He was a DJ for loads of gay bars, but but I didn't think much of it until he posted a picture of himself pretending to lick a dildo stuck on the wall in a gay bar. Do you think my boyfriend is gay? If he ain't, straight men don't do that. But I don't know. Do you know what I don't know? Have you seen them rugby youths?
Bro,
Them man do
honestly,
strange things, bro.
Well,
it's not strange. It's just not heterosexual. Do you know what I'm saying? There's nothing strange about it, but it's not what's saying that a straight
if you
man
said
would
he
do.
licked it,
He licked it.
oh, he licked it.
He licked it. That was
He
used.
licked it.
That was
Yeah.
He basically sucked it off the wall. That's what he's saying. That's what
sucked
she's
it off the
basically
wall.
saying, bro. That's what she's basically saying.
So she's saying, do you think my boyfriend's gay?
Yes. 100%.
Like, nah, do you know what though? Not necessarily.
People do
'cause,
weird
like,
things that think they're funny.
I've had mates who've tried to teabag my other mates and shit when they've fallen asleep.
That
And
don't run,
for
bruv.
me, that
That
could
don't
never
run.
happen.
That don't
I
run.
could never let
That
you
don't
do that
run.
to one of my friends.
That's not funny.
And if you do that to me, I'm gonna
Oh
kill
my
you, bro.
God,
I'm doing time in it.
Bro,
But
yeah,
to
we're-
some people, bro,
Telling
like
you, that's not banter.
That's
not
that's
banter.
banter to some people, bro.
That's
Like,
not banter.
bro, I've heard the maddest. Like you say, rugby guys.
Rugby
bro.
guys, bruv.
A rugby guy will suck your dick in your sleep, bro. For banter.
And you'll wake up and you'll be laughing at it. Yeah, I sucked your dick.
Yeah, like you're the dickhead in this.
I'll sat there doing piss shots and
Oh,
not
don't,
on it.
man.
Nah, that's not
So how do we help her?
Bro,
Does she get rid of this geezer or not?
Stick a finger up his ass and see what he does, man.
If you're happy with him, I think. But the thing is, though,
So what are you saying? If he allows it, then it's like, raw.
but there's another element to
Nah,
this.
that don't
though.
make you gay either, man. Because
No.
it's a woman's finger. It
There's-
just means you're kinky. You're a bit
But
weird.
there's another element to this as well. There's another element to this as well. He ain't done something in court doing this. He's posted this picture. So
Online?
So he's sure of himself. You know what I'm saying? He's not like he's going to be like, all my friends are going to think I'm this. I've been caught with this picture. He's just put it up there.
I'll
know
just
what,
say
though,
one
it's
thing
what-
though, like, is she stupid or something? Like, why is she sending this dilemma? Go and have the communication with your fucking
No, we need to
man.
stop saying that because they're going to stop sending dilemmas. We
That's
keep telling them to
fucking
go and sort it out
mental.
themselves.
I personally, I don't. I think it depends on what circles you're in. Because to some people who I know that would be a big joke, and to some people who I know they would rather be dead.
For
than
me, that's
sit
not
doing
funny,
something like
I'll be
that.
honest.
Yeah. Nah, I get you.
There's nothing wrong with it, but
Nah.
for me personally, it's not funny.
It's not my
But
band. It's
the-
not on
the-
my band. Let's get,
for me, when she's saying is he gay and that, and should I get rid of him? The thing is that he ain't hid it, bruv. He's posted it, so it's like it's not like he's. See some man, they're like,
He might be trying to tell her he's gay.
maybe,
yeah.
and maybe instead of sending this dilemma, you should have had that conversation.
Yeah, man.
You
Well,
chose
this
to
is
do
the thing.
this, bruv.
This is mad.
So what are we saying?
I feel like they have some communication problems because
How badly they've
he's
got
trying to
communication.
he's trying to come out to her over the internet, and she's trying to fucking figure it out with a podcast over the internet. So you've both fucked it. Whether he's gay or not, you fucked it. Split up. Call it a day, man.
Call it a day.
I got another
Go
one
and
as
find
well.
something new.
See
bro.
if he likes your brother.
Yeah, evidently this is from the same. This is from the same person. This one as well.
Same girl.
Yeah.
Whoa, her life fucked. You got another problem.
You can't have two
She's
dilemmas.
asking us as
But you
well.
can't have two dilemmas in your life.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
There's
this
no
was in the
chance,
same
man.
message.
This is mental.
No, what's mad as well. Big up her for sending this because when I write, I told you when I write on the shed one. Anyone got any dilemmas? It's just my brother writing, "Why are you just a fat?" and all that. So when someone actually sends one, I'm happy. So
What
here's the
she
next-
lacks in life decisions, she makes up in openness.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Here's the next one. A girl messaged me asking me if she could use my pictures for a profile she created to find out if her boyfriend was cheating. Do I let her use my pictures?
Oh my god.
Sounded very snitchy to me. But we're all men.
Yeah, but also use her pictures to see if your boyfriend is gay and also a cheater. So you got a double whammy there. You find out if he's but then again you lose either way because if he says no, you're taking that as he's gay. If he says yeah, he's a cheater.
cheating, yeah.
So like I say, same as the first question,
That's
leave.
mad.
Just fuck off.
That's the best
Never
bit
an
of
issue
life.
to shed as someone
Yeah.
connected two dilemmas together.
That is
I
mad.
think
so-
just yeah, fuck it off.
You're basically like Bradford's Jeremy Kyle.
I went and sat in the audience for Jeremy Kyle just
Hey,
before.
what
I
was
did.
that like?
The wildest thing I've ever done in my life, bro. Honest,
Is it
Jeremy
like-
Kyle
you know when
is
you
the
see it
maddest.
on-
you've-
You know when you see it on TV, is it like that?
It's
When you-
worse, bro.
Jesus.
One woman said, "This is a sentence that was said in the thing, and they skipped over it." And at the time, I was like, "Why did they just skip over that?" It's because they can't air it. It's so bad. They know what's not gonna get aired. They just snip it out, bro. The woman's leant over to the other one, and goes, your daughter raped my son with an Oral-B toothbrush. That's what she said to her, bro.
Do you know what's mental?
Whoa.
The specifics that you know what type of toothbrush.
Yo,
it
that's
was.
it. The brand, you know, like it would have been better if it was a different brand.
Yeah, of course it's an
That's a
extra one.
mad thing to say.
Like it would have been better if it were Colgate. Oh, fuck it. But yeah, like Jeremy Kyle himself though is the craziest you've ever met. Like he comes across mad. Like well, he tries to look respectful on TV. But you know when you go there, mate, before he comes out and he gets the clap from the audience, he comes out and he speaks to the audience first. And it's like a stand-up set, bro. It's mental. He's picking people out from the crowd.
When they come out,
Mate, it was actually he said we've got a prostitute here, we've got a woman who's got fucking 4 possible dads for a kid, mate, telling us all. He said smackheads as well.
did you pay to go there?
I don't think you pay.
No,
I think you
I'd pay.
sign up.
No,
I'd give him a $1 to go there.
Oh, bro, it was one of the
that,
funniest thing I've ever done, bro. My brother stood there. He's gone to my brother. How tall are you? My brother's like a bit taller than me. He told him his height. I think he said like 6'2". And he's like, and he just copied because my brother's got like a deep voice. He went 6'2". My brother just looked at him like, what the fuck? Like proper mocking him. There was a guy studying like a shell suit. He goes, yo, how long have you been out? Bro, he was rinsing everybody, bro.
So Jeremy Kyle was just sticking it on bare.
Bro, he was killing them off. He was like a roast session to the audience, bro. It was
That
mad.
is fucking mental.
Funny as fuck, mate. Like the shit that you see on the TV is an edited, diluted version, mate. When you go there in person, well, you can't anymore, but mate, crazy, absolutely mad.
I got another mental one.
What dilemma?
No, fucking.
what,
if she's got one more dilemma, I'm gonna ring the
she's
fucking.
I'm
I'm gonna have to go visit her and
He's
say,
a
"You
therapist,
right?"
man.
Yeah, take her temperature. In order to live, this is life or death situation. In order to live, you have to kill a blind kid who has the greatest voice of our generation.
Has the greatest voice.
In
we've
order
ever
for me
heard.
to live.
Yeah.
The guy's gone, bro. That he's ever done. I don't care.
Nah,
bro.
yeah. I'm with him.
I couldn't give a fuck. What
Fuck
voice he's
that
got,
blind
bruv.
kid.
Gone, bro.
I don't know if I could kill a blind kid, I'll be honest with
Oh, you've got to kill him yourself.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, what way?
With your hands.
I'll fucking strangle. I'll fucking make his lips turn blue.
I'll make him see again. Oh, God.
Shit.
The greatest voice of our generation.
Gone.
You're going to take something away from everyone
Young
else.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Mate,
Have you man seen?
I couldn't give a fuck, bro.
Have you man seen this? If you ain't seen it, I'm going to show you after. The worst thing I've ever seen on any television program ever.
Oh, shit.
There's a show in Spain. And what was the show back in the day where they used to go in the smoke and come out and they was dressed up as a singer?
Stars in their eyes.
There's a Spanish
shit.
version.
All right.
Way.
An old white woman goes in and she comes out.
Stevie Wonder.
And she's
Seen it? Yeah, she blacked up and that. Oh, it's so bad, bro. She did blackface for it, bro.
That's mad.
You see that as well. What goes through your head that you think that blackface is cool? It's not cool.
People are
Bro.
idiots,
When
bro.
you see big like Antonio Griezmann plays for France, plays for PSG, why did you fucking think that was acceptable to do that?
Can't
No,
do
it
it.
is
Where
not.
did you grow up where
Bro,
nobody's
wait,
ever pointed out that
exactly.
that's
I
mad?
know as well. See, when people do things, I always tell Daniel that I always think like there's levels to it. So you thought about it, then you went and done it,
And then you went and posted it.
and then you walked outside like it.
Yeah.
There's levels. There's got to be. You've got to be retarded because there's got to be a point in your brain, a receptor that goes, "This ain't good. Don't do that."
Yeah.
Bro. You ever done
I
that
think they
thing?
just ignore it and be like, do you know what? I'm so confident this is going to be alright.
I just think
They
people,
must do it, bro, because otherwise there's no way you're.
Do you know what? It's
you're
when
gonna
you
do
just
it, like.
you've just grown. People who do that, their parents are probably racist, bro. Like, oh,
what?
they've just grown up around where it's so normal
Where it's
to
normal
talk
to do
shit
that.
about other races and cultures that they
yeah.
don't even think. Like, bro, when your parents say shit like that, you don't really. You think that's what the world's like, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are crazy.
retarded. Racism is the most retarded thing ever. I think it's honestly. I don't
Like
wanna-
ableism, a little like
Huh?
racism is retarded.
It is. There's something mentally wrong with you, bro. I think you just nut them off anyway. I said to them, man, as well. Especially when you come. So you come from Bradford. We come from Tower Hamlets. Possibly the two most multicultural places. This is where we're from. On paper, is the most multicultural place. I am fucking up all my words today. Yeah. In London. So where you come from up north is kind of the same thing, innit?
Yeah, man.
And I always say to them, man, it's like a fucking blessing. Imagine all growing up around people that look the same and all that. Like,
You figure that out in first school, bro. Like, when you're fucking 5 or something, you've only played out in your garden before, your whole family's white, you might not know certain protocols in society. When you're 5 years old and you go in the fucking classroom and the Asian kid is sound, that's all you need to know, bro. My man's cool. Do you know what I mean? That's when I learned it, bro. Like, you go to school, there's a black kid, there's a fucking Asian kid, there's a mixed race kid, and they're all fucking talking about Power Rangers, bro. So what the fuck we're doing? Do you know what I mean? Like that should be enough, but
It's
crazy. I don't know what it's like to
I don't
go
know how
home
you can
to
come from
racist parents and
but
shit.
I don't know how
like,
you can come from somewhere where we come from or somewhere you come from and still be like that.
There's
something seriously wrong in your head.
Yeah, it happens though.
100%.
Like I said in the beginning, bro. Like, there's parts in Bradford where people are just racist,
And that's
like,
crazy because we walk to Sainsbury's and there's everyone here.
yeah, exactly. And there's whole areas and streets where there's no white people. It's all just either Asians or like the Eastern Europeans or whatever.
I don't give a shit, bruv. I don't give a fuck, bruv.
Like,
And,
bro,
I think it's
when
nice
you
to
take
take
it-
things away from other cultures as well.
Yeah, of course
like,
it is,
yeah,
bruv.
I like
Otherwise
that
we'd
shit.
never
Bruv,
have
we all
sure,
love
we'd never have
hip-hop,
mixed everything,
mate,
bruv.
imagine
Nothing.
Bradford with none of these fucking restaurants of different cultures.
Exactly.
None of these shops.
no one
like,
would ever
bro,
come
it'd be
here.
dead
bruv.
as fuck, bro.
There's an economy in itself
yeah.
there. Like, we got Brick Lane and that. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck, bro? But I think that growing up with them people and going in their houses and meeting their mums and dads and going around for dinner, just being kids and all that.
Yeah.
You take pieces of everything. That's what life is. You take pieces of
Exactly.
your whole journey and I'll take that piece and make that bit. I know not to go near that bit. I know not to. And if you don't, all you have is fucking your dad and your uncles and that going mental and that in your ass and that. All you know is hatred. Bro.
In it, and you've got the privilege of being able to experience cultures
Other
that you'd
cultures,
otherwise
bro.
have to travel the world for, bro, and you're still an ignorant piece of shit, so there's no helping you, is there?
Bruv, there ain't no helping you,
No,
bro.
there ain't. Of course there ain't.
I got to ask another question. I got to find one because we can't end it on that. That is a very fucking dark ending, bruv. We want to do one last one. The highlight of your career so far, whether it's meeting someone,
hell.
getting a collab, doing a certain show. What's the highlight?
Do you know what my highlight so far was? Doing my tour for my album. And
Is that the one with the documentary to it?
yeah, man.
Brain, was it?
Dirt Brain, yeah.
Dirt Brain. I watched that. Yeah.
Managing to do like a UK tour that was mine, that I headlined, and none of the shows were dead. For me, that outweighs any collab I could ever do.
And do you think it outweighs that? Because I see you talking about like you just afterwards just chill with everyone who come to the show and that.
Yeah, man. Every
I
show,
don't know
bro.
what to call that. I don't want to call it intimate because that's a strange word.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like, it was like, you made everyone's experience personal.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like a
man.
personal interaction.
Nah, of course, and that's the thing. That's the same with any show, bro. We come off stage and
See?
we're in their city, bro. So we chill with whoever's there,
See,
party
and
with
that's
them.
exactly what is fucking wrong with rappers right now.
Yeah, man.
They don't want to talk to you, and if they have to talk to you, you have to pay a tenner to come and take a fucking picture with them that they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to take.
This
Like, you
the
have to
thing
do
is,
it.
though, like I'm
They've got no
doing,
time and day in it.
I'm doing
And
200.
then they just fuck off. afterwards.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, but the other thing is, bro, if you do, I'm talking 200, 300 cap rooms. If I'm doing fucking stadium shows or like anything in between, like if I'm doing fucking 3,000 people shows and then just expecting to walk into the crowd and party with it, that's mad. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's the
So I
personal
get it. Like
interaction.
I have time for people because I have time, kind of thing. Like I do see it from there. Like I can't imagine being famous. Like once you're getting noticed by. Once you're on fucking Celebrity Juice and everyone's nan knows who you
Borough
are,
and all things
these
like that.
people who don't even like, who will never listen to your type of music, but they know you are because you're on TV, you're in magazines and all that shit. Fuck that, bro. I don't want everyone's kids and nan to know who I am, bro. I just want people who need to know who I am to know who I am.
Real fans, core fan base.
Yeah, man.
That goes
But I can't imagine how annoying it is to be that famous.
Imagine not being able to go get milk and all that, bro.
Fuck.
I get fuming.
what I'm saying, bro.
From my house, the shops there, I get fuming when don't you just chuck on anything. I'm gonna go get you're hungover. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
get
yeah.
something.
See someone
And
you
I go
know.
to the shop and they're all in the fucking shop,
Trust me, bro. Yeah.
I live at the front of the estate. Daniel lives at the back of the estate. I'll go there and I'll be like 6 man
But
outside
you know
the
what
shop,
it is?
bro. What's the fuck's going on?
always-
Shit is
always-
closed.
Yeah, you always catch like you know the moment you don't want to catch no one. You always catch. It's like,
Yeah, I
you
was
know
saying this the
bro,
other day,
I'm
man. I
telling
live
you,
in
bro.
town, innit? So
I'm
I do it all
telling you,
the
bro.
If I can't just nip out looking like a fucking scruff because I'm gonna see people
What's
I went
happened
to
today
school
then?
with. Yeah. That's it, man.
Oh,
We end it there.
Yeah, on that, you're not gonna end it on a positive anti-racism note, but you'll end it on a diss to my.
That's it. Listen, bucket list. I've done Lunacy over on a podcast. Bro. There you
I
go,
lost my
bro.
first battle today,
Bruv,
man.
Yeah,
love,
that's
Legend.
bro.
Thanks for having me, man.
appreciate it, man.
Legend.
Love.